So yeah, the game glitched, and so I'm having to reboot the game completely. I'll just come to the menu page here and show you how I've got it set up. It doesn't really matter. Maximum of 8 players, friends only, yeah. Adventure default. 24-hour cycle is 120 minutes. That means you get a longer day, double the length day, and obviously double the length nights as well. I haven't. I mean, basic, yeah, 7 days. Blue moon range 0. Blah blah. So I've got the zombie speeds at night walk, but the feral zombies jog, and the zombie on the blood moon speed is jog. So that means obviously they're faster. My XP multiplayer I've set to 300%. Makes life easier and the game a little bit quicker. In advanced, I've got like loot abundance 200%, but it doesn't mean the quality of loot is any good. Loot respawn time set to 5 days. Now, it doesn't seem to work. It's 5 days game days, or is it 5 days real days? So I set the drop on death backpack only. So that means that's why I keep my taskbar, like your utility belt. Blood moon count 64 enemies. So you can't make that anymore. So there's 64 zombies per se. Per person, I think it works out, comes for you. So obviously when I'm playing with my friend, Dogs, it's in case it's 2 of us, so we'll get double that amount, you know. Enemy spawning, well, it doesn't matter because it's not a PvP. I haven't got anybody else in here with me anyway. Airdrops are set to every day, not that they're really all that much good anyway. Obviously cheat mode is off on this one because I'm not going to cheat. Airdrops are on. I mean, I can do cheat mode and I can fly around and all that, you know, God mode and all that shit, but and show you even more. But I don't want to do that with this particular map. I want to play the game. And then obviously multiplayer doesn't really make any difference because I'm not. It's not a multiplayer. Well, yeah. If somebody wanted to join me, yeah, obviously I'm hosting this from my computer, you see, not from a server. So claim size, I've put it to the max, 71 blocks. Claim duration 30 days. Claim dead zone 50 blocks. I've just put everything to the max basically. Okay. And there's my little game, and I go start, and off we go. It starts loading up. The load screen is still the same Alpha 19 wallpaper per se. Here at the bottom here you've got these tips, and you can run through the tips by right and left clicking your mouse. But you don't always realise that until you stumble across it. And it gives you hints and tips on how to do certain things, you know. Harvesting corpses. Animal corpses and rotten remains can be harvested for hide, meat and bone. And so on and so forth, you know. It's quite a long load up for this game. But then again, when you consider the intricacies of the maps, fair enough. Right, so I'm back where I left off. Now, I noticed there was something not right, because you see this white block, normally when I hit this org sort container tab, that white block will go to the very first block. So if I do it now, there you go, it's working now. So that's good. And while I'm here, I'm looking in the inventory and I'm going, oh, there's one or two things there that I can afford to drop. Like, what I'll do is I'll just do a quick repair on my bone, a knife, and I can drop bones if I want to, you know. Crushed sand, not particularly all that bothered about that at the moment, so press D and that drops it. Reorganize, and there we go. Paper, not all that particularly bothered about that too much late at the moment either, because I simply don't have a shotgun anyway. Now, I need to get across this gap to get to those goodies. Though, really, you have to wonder, is it going to be worth it? So what I'll do is I'll move the blocks into my taskbar, and I'll go, there we go, and it'll come up with like that kind of affair. And it's not always easy to get stuff to do what you want them to bloody well do. Now, see, there's a hole in the floor down there as well, so it tells me it's possible that there's a subterranean element to this garage. Now what you do is you can right click places them, left click changes the orientation. You can go, for instance, let's go like this. You go like that, you've got a block there now, but if you press R, it comes up with this menu here. Then you can change all the shapes. We've got so many shapes, it's bloody ridiculous. Also, if you press R, you can change. Let's get out of that a second. If I press R again, you can change. You can copy the shape here. You can rotate it. You can rotate it and turn it around upside down, blah blah blah, and all that stuff. So yeah, it's quite dynamic. But I don't need that at the moment. I now stood by this trash pile of trash pile. Search it. Iron. So that's okay. Press R. You've got it in your inventory. Not really worth, all this messing about. Now, you can either leave those down if you want to, or you can pick them up. I'll pick them up because I don't think I'll be coming back here again. Bearing in mind, I'm still pretty much aware there's a grizzly bear in the area somewhere. Press it. This game has some, not latency, but laggy issues occasionally. I say it is experimental, but graphically it's great. Yeah, should have seen the bloody kennel before. Now this, obviously, there's a garage and there's stuff in it. I can see that, and there'll be probably in the house somewhere a cellar with the wall knocked out and a tunnel. Okay, so that's okay, but I can also go, sod it, I'm gonna go through. Now that's hitting concrete. You can tell by the sound. Alright, so I can get through here. Go very careful you don't touch those spikes as they really hurt. Right, so now I'm here. I'll get the trash. Glue, good. On the shelves you'll find sometimes stuff that search cabinet, empty tin cans. Well, you can make. There's more bone. Not a lot in here. It's pretty crap. I can hear something creaking. There's nothing on the top shelf. The bin, there's nothing in it. Now I can drop down into here and probably come across a zombie. I drop down into here. There is a tunnel. Dum dum dum. And I can go along this and the tunnel. There's rubbish. Pick that up. Tunnel goes along here. There's a dog. Zombie. Right, okay, reload quick. Yeah, right, reload anyway. That's what that noise was. Bleeding stupid zombie dog. Right. Go back into my inventory, change the blocks over, get me skinning knife out. least you still get, you know, animal fat out of it. When we first started playing the game, it was rotten flesh. What do you want that for? So we tended to cast it away. See a pile of tins? That's generally food. Tuna, a tin of tuna. Rubbish in the corner. Pick it up. Now that came up with lead weights for fishing, but I don't need them, so I'll scrap them. I've got my headphones on. I'm listening out. I'll get my pistol out. Make sure the pistol's reloaded. It's 9mm ammo. I've got loads of that. There's nothing here in this furnace of any use to me. The dog is dead. That door will be locked. It's fortified for some reason. Another tunnel. See, when the apocalypse happened, people died. And they tried to barricade themselves in to keep the zombies out. But the zombies can dig. And in this game, surprising enough, they can swim. Try actually hitting the zombie. Listening out on the headphones. There's a zombie over there, you see. It's dormant at the moment until I step into the room or I shoot the bugger and not shoot his head off. Okay. Headshots are always good if you do them, because that just totally blatters them. Now, nothing in the tub there. Linen basket. Oh, but you see, t-shirt I don't really need, but if I highlight it and press S, I can scrap it and it'll become rag of cloth. Potato seeds. So here we have a box, a shipping crate, pass and gas. No, probably machine parts of some kind. So if I get my axe out, and I've got to take this wooden part of the pallet away, then you press E onto the cardboard part, and there you go, petrol. Now I'm pretty sure I already know how to do that, so get rid of that. By pressing A. Dum dum dum. Now also worthwhile noting, little tip, sometimes you tap these pictures on the wall and there's a present there for you. And there we have a zombie coming to say hello. Is he going to get up again? Sometimes they get up like 3 times. So yes, you knock these pictures out and there'll be a little hole in the, or sometimes even a safe. Hence why I carry the lockpicks. The lockpicks. Feathers, yeah, feathers. I'm encumbered now. I've got too much gear on me. Oh no, just slightly over. These are okay for getting iron. But as you use tools and weapons and things like that, they wear out. That's why I have to keep on repairing them. Now, because I'm making a noise, I can hear zombies. You can hear a little bit. There's also snakes in this game. Sometimes you get or you can hear them rattling. Floorboards creaking upstairs. So that's that done. So medical supplies always good. Oh, I've not treadmill, and now my tool needs repairing. You see, so I've got to click on that, press A, and it repairs it. It's only a level 1, which is a bit of a nuisance because obviously the higher level, the better. Oh, I've done one of these before. 12 o'clock midday. Hear the airplane going over. There'll be a new airdrop. Hopefully not 1,000 miles away. Smash the picture. Smash the picture. Get some water. Oh, I was gonna. The door is locked. It tells you it's locked. So yeah, there's definitely something up here. Now, sometimes the houses have, like, you know, you get like the, the grand prize, you know, you'll have big chests full of stuff, but not necessarily going to be the case with this. Now, I got here some lead fishing weights, and my inventory's full. So rather than mess about, well, I can mess about anyway, but this is another tip. It's still in the container, but if I press S, it will turn it into lead and put it into this lead pile here. Now, I don't need that much in the way of feathers, so I'm going to drop them. As I work my way through the house, unfortunately, I may have to make decisions and sacrifice other stuff because I'm fairly loaded now. There you go. See, I could do with those shells, the casings and the brass. So I can do the S on the brass, which is fine. Now I've got to decide what do I want to sacrifice. I heard what sounded like a snake, and the floorboards are creaking upstairs. I don't need that shovel anyway, so I'll grab hold of those shells because they are useful. Now we're in the kitchen. Coffee. That's great. I'm going to drink that one. Why not? So now I'm fully loaded with coffee. I've got all 10. That's good. Over on top of the fridge there's a box. See, I got no room for these cobblestone rocks. They are quite handy. Less handy is the animal fat at the moment, so to me it is prioritising. Cupboards. Ah, bugger. See? Yeah, there's something around. So what I might do, instead of pursuing this house any further, I might just break out the house. Break out the house, which then makes a nice entranceway. Normally, what I would do is get the motorbike out, put the motorbike down on the floor, go into this here, and you get the inventory of the motorbike, and go, bing! I now have room in my inventory. Now the chances are though, I'll go in and I'll loot this whole house. And when I come back out, the motorbike will have pissed off somewhere. Because there's a glitch in the game where the bike tends to travel when you don't like up and ride off like a ghost bike. It just moves somewhere else on the map. I mean, I've heard people say, "Oh, it went right off the map." This tends to go about 10 or 20 map squares away, but it also goes underground. Yesterday, it was in a wall, which was weird, and the problem was it was loaded like it is now. This is loaded. So, I shall bugger off back in here. Coffee. I've now got room, which is good. Bone doesn't really. I can get that stuff that I couldn't get before. Search the oven. Murky water. Other bits and bobs. Get yon spanner out. Take the sink to pieces. Get more pipes and XP. That's probably an iron tap, so I'm not going to bother with that for the moment. Get yon gun out, make sure it's reloaded. Get yon other gun out, make sure that's reloaded. As long as I'm holding a gun in my hand. And normally what I'd do is just get the old club out and club the buggers to death. So we've been in the cellar, we've come up from the cellar. There's got to be... Bash the wall, nothing behind there. Grab hold of that. That door's locked. Get on the table, go through the wall. I can hear something. There's something here, probably in that cupboard there in the corner there. Watch, it'll come bursting out in a second. There you go. And you can either shoot it or bash it on the head, or get the spear out and give it a good old poke with your spear. The thing is, every time you're poking them, you're using stamina, which is okay, but it depends. There we have a box on top of the shelf, just tin cans. Right, so you work. It's like working yourself. Your way around. There you go. There you go. Get her head. It'd be great. Really don't want to get too close to him. Oh, there you go. The red's off. There you go. Cotton. That's good for medicines, stitching up wounds and crap. See, I've got the lead weights again. Press S. Press S. And that scraps them. Everything. Look in everything. Dustbins, litter bins. So now we're going to go upstairs. So weirdly enough, the spear is probably by far the best weapon when it comes to not using ammunition. But I've been finding that this club has been very handy. There you are, she's there again, same one. Don't let them get too close to you, because they will hurt you. Even though it seems like they're a long way away. See, bathroom. There could be something behind here, but there isn't. Sink. Another wrench. A tier 2 wrench. Well, that is nice. Oh, wait up, there's something in the attic, I think. Probably. I'm gonna get a visitor now. Oh, I can't be bothered. I'll go in there. Might get a visitor from a few by the sounds of it, to be honest. big it up and make this. Whatever. It sounded like more than what there actually was. So, I got a nice tier 2 wrench. Which is good and bad at the same time, because I just recently repaired that bloody wrench and I used a repair kit. Damn it. Toilets. See? Paper. Yeah. Okay. Murky. Bookcases. Always useful, because you get a book, you either get paper or a schematic. And that's just give me a schematic for a SMG auto turret. So I'll hit A and learn it. I already knew it. I could tell by the sound that it gave me. That's a broken cupboard. See, picture frames, always useful. They hide things behind them. Like a games room now. There we've got 2 zombies there, and no, 1 zombie in the corner there. Get yon pistol out and shoot the. Oh look! See, while you're loading, you end up getting hurt. That's the only problem with this particular gun. You know, you've got a long load sequence. Drinks cabinet obviously has drinks. So you get the gist of it all, maybe. I don't know. Pretty scary at times. Helps to pass the time of day. I shall stop boring you to tears now and carry on with the game, and maybe come back with something different another time. Okay.